Hi everyone, my name's Jo from Springpod, and I am here today to talk to you about a careers platform that hopefully should be something that would be really useful as you start to think about your future. So this is going to be just a very short video just talking to you about how you can use our virtual work experience programs to explore lots of different careers and industries. We have experiences where you can explore your options available to you, and we also have some subject spotlights which offer an insight into degree courses. But I won't go into too much detail about those today, but it's just good for you to know that those are there if you want to have a look. So you may be one of these two people. You might be someone that's perhaps a little bit unsure or confused about what you want to do after school or college, which is absolutely perfectly fine to be one of these people. You don't have to have your entire future mapped out at this stage, but this is all the more reason to try out some virtual experiences so you can start to kind of get an idea of what you like and what you don't like. Or you could be someone that's super organized and you've got a plan, you know what you want to do, and you just need to start kind of researching how you get into those particular careers. I would also say for you, if you are this organized person, it's still a really good idea to be open to these new ideas and start exploring and trying out experiences because you might well discover perhaps some new careers that you've never thought about before, or you may be deciding to apply for a course or a job where you're going to have to prove that you've got that experience to make you the right person for that job or course. So you are going to be able to use Springpod to explore different careers and industries and have a look at the options available to you. But the most important word on this slide is definitely experience. So you're going to be able to use Springpod to gain experience, where you'll be able to hear from those working in industry, so experts in the industries that you're interested in, and complete real tasks and activities. So virtual experiences will give you the chance to try out different tasks and activities that you might be required to do if you were to do that job. So this is really good because it enables you to start thinking about whether or not this is a job that you would like to do on a day-to-day basis, and also develop those important employability skills and interests beyond what you're studying in the classroom. And of course, you may even find some exciting real opportunities that you want to apply for in the future. So, a lot of the employers we work with will offer apprenticeship opportunities, or the universities, obviously, that we work with will offer degree courses, perhaps in subjects that you might want to consider in the future. So, above all, we hope that Springpod enables you to gather all the information that you need to be able to make informed decisions about your next steps. So you may be thinking, does this all count? Are virtual experiences really worthwhile? Well, they absolutely are. I always think every opportunity is an opportunity, and it's how that you reflect on those experiences and learn from those experiences, and then communicate what you learn from those experiences to future employers or universities that will make the difference. And of course, you don't just do things to tick them off, you do them because you want to reflect on your own skills and interests and think about whether or not this is the right career pathway for you. So you're not only going to be able to gather this information together to make those informed choices, but you'll also be able to strengthen any applications that you make. So you can prove why you are interested and prove your interest in that particular career. And it could well be a stepping stone to some more in-person opportunities. And if you're ever asked to go for an interview, you will feel so much more confident because you'll be able to share what you have learned and shown that you've gone above and beyond to gain that experience. So, whatever route you're thinking about choosing after school or college, you're going to have to prove and provide evidence that you are the right person for those next steps. So it's super easy to get started. All you need to do is go to springpod.com and to create an account in the top right hand corner. So you will need to add an email and create a password. Now, don't worry if you forget your password, there's always a link for forgotten password if you need it. And you will be asked to complete personal details. Now, I strongly advise you do this very carefully, making sure that you complete all the mandatory sections. So you don't need to provide a phone number because that's not got the asterisk next to it, but you do need to provide things like your date of birth and the country that you live in. You can choose whether or not you want to hear from us again. I would, if you choose, I'm happy to hear from Springpod or its partners, then that basically means that when we get an opportunity that we think is matched to you and the interest that you've told us, we can send you that information, but it's totally up to you. Now, the next stage, you're going to be asked to verify your email. So just like when you're creating an account with any kind of website, we need to just check that you are who you say you are. So we'll be sending an email through with a code that you will need to enter here. Now, if you can't see this email, then it's always worth checking your junk or your spam folders just to check it's not there. Or sometimes it might be because you've got a typo in your email, but there's always opportunities to ask for help if you need to. So the next few stages, we're going to be asking you to confirm details about where you live, what year group you're in. We'll ask you to select your school or college. So your school or college should appear in the drop-down menu, and that is how your teachers and advisors will be able to celebrate all the amazing achievements that you complete with Springpod. We will be asking information about your background. You can prefer not to say on these if you want to, but you do need to put something. So we'll ask you about what your plans are. So don't worry if you don't know what these are yet. This is just to help us to make sure that we send you the correct information if you want it. So are you planning to go to university? What sort of job sectors are you interested in, etc. So that is it really. So then you will go to your dashboard and you'll be able to start applying for experiences. So you'll be able to explore work experience, you'll be able to explore subject spotlights, which are the university tasters, and you can also explore your options. And I'll show you where you can find that on the Springpod website. So firstly, work experience. How does this work? So these are totally self-led and flexible. So you can dip in and dip out and manage your own schedule. You can choose from short experiences, which we call sprints. So these are just a couple of hours, or you may choose to do a longer program, which lasts about 4 to 8 hours. But don't worry, you don't have to sit down in one hit and do these. We usually advise you do these within 3 weeks, but you can take your time and work at your own pace. So you'll learn about the industry through lots of fun activities. There may be webinars that you can watch or attend live where you'll be able to ask questions from those professionals working in for that particular company. And of course, once you complete everything, you will get a certificate. So these are just some of the companies that we work with. Obviously, depending on when you look, there'll be different companies available that will be offering experiences, but there should be something for everyone covering a really wide range of industries. And companies that are big employers where it may be tricky to go out on work experience. It may be tricky because they're just not based near where you live, or it may be tricky because they can't accommodate huge numbers of students on in-person work experience. So these are a great starting point. So just to highlight a few, so we've got a fantastic program with the Met Office that is an example of one that you could start today if you wanted to. So you simply click start and then you'll be taken to a platform where you're working your way through modules and uploading tasks and activities, and you can see a couple of examples here on the screen of the amazing work that young people do. Um, you can also communicate with people that work at the Met Office, so you can ask them questions and perhaps about some of the tasks that you're being asked to complete, or maybe you want a bit more information about particular roles. So what did students think? I won't read all these out, but you can see someone's put there it's a 10 out of 10, and you've got plenty of things to do. So it's certainly not just reading and writing things. You'll be able to watch webinars, you'll be able to take part. So as the student says here, it really feels like active learning. So how do you find a program? So you need to make sure you're signed in, and you'll know you're signed in from the green circle in the top right. And then you can, if you like, use the filters to search and find the best placement for you. If you want to find the programs that you can just get started on today, you can just click start now, and that will just filter all the programs that you can start today. The ones that say coming soon, it means usually they're not ready for you to start yet, but as soon as you can still apply, and as soon as the program goes live, you'll be able to see that on your dashboard. So as I said, you just click start. It's so simple. You don't have to write anything for an application form. As long as you fit the eligibility criteria, you'll be accepted. And then if you want to find the program again, you always go to My Virtual Work Experience on your dashboard. So just to highlight a few of our shorter programs that we've got a few of these now, which are great if you just want a very short taster of a particular career. So these are with Amazon. So we've got what we call 3 work experience sprints with Amazon. They only take 1 to 2 hours. You'll set a task through which is introduced by someone from Amazon. You go off and complete the tasks, and then those people from Amazon will come on and talk to you about how they would have done it in the workplace. So really, really useful, and you can get an idea about whether that's the sort of career that you would like to pursue. Similarly, we have some with Fujitsu. So you can filter again by organization if you want to. So if you think, actually, I just want to have a short experience, you can choose Fujitsu. There are 7 work experience sprints available here, covering a wide range of areas, and you can again always find them once you've started them in your dashboard. Direct line group, again, if you were interested in the shorter experience, again, good example where we've got 4 sprints available and 1 longer work experience program if you wanted to complete that. So that's it on work experience. So now you are just going to run through how you can explore your options. So we have got a great section now which is called Explore Post 16 Options, where you can find out more about vocational pathways. So maybe these are pathways that you don't know much about, or you want to find out a bit more. So this is particularly focused on T-levels, apprenticeships, and higher technical qualifications. So you can choose a short course from which focuses on these 3 different pathways, and they're really good, they're really concise, they only take about an hour, and it should give you all the information you need to be able to kind of make that decision about whether that is the right pathway for you. So you'll hear from young people who have chosen that option, and they talk about kind of how they found it. You'll get top tips on kind of where these qualifications or opportunities may lead. So they really, really are quite useful just to get a bit of an overview as you're trying to choose what to do next. And remember, same with the work experience, if you want to go back and find them, you can always find them in My Virtual Work Experience. So 3 takeaways for you. So that's a very brief overview. Hopefully I've given you a bit of an idea about what Springpod can offer. There is always plenty available. So anything from 80 plus programs available that you can start today. Just try things out, use these experiences to really kind of explore all the options. Think about developing the skills and being able to evidence those skills to employers, so you can then add these experiences to your CV as an experience where you can really kind of prove why you have got those skills and why you are someone who would like to kind of pursue that particular career. And just be open. I always think just take advantage of these opportunities, take up every opportunity that's offered to you. Just try things out and enjoy them. So you can start searching the experiences today, and you can also start exploring options. So we hope you enjoy them. We hope you find them useful. If you need help at any point, do take advantage of the kind of help functions that are throughout the programs, or you can always email hello@springpod.com and someone will get back to you.